Ahoy, or hello in Czech. I'm here in Prague, the capital of the Czech Republic. Prague is home to the Prague Castle, which prides itself on being the largest castle complex in the world. This is just a fancy way of saying that it is the largest collections of buildings, cathedrals, and other structures that are enclosed within a single defensive wall. Today, this castle attracts tourists from all around the world. But during its beginning in the 10th century, it was an engineering feat that protected civilizations from enemies and natural disasters. Initially, castles were built from simple materials such as dirt and wood. But as weapons developed, the castle's construction materials also needed to evolve. Stone was used because of its strength and resistance to fire. But in medieval times, they didn't have the heavy machinery to cut through rock like we have today. Instead, split stones would be first done by a person reading the natural raw rock. They would find the fracture lines and then drill holes along these fracture lines. The rock would split, and then they would chisel the rock to form the blocks that we see in the walls today. And more scientific thought than just materials goes into these giant structures. Back in medieval times, height was a great advantage. And to get this higher ground, walls and towers were built, and they were essential as part of the castle structure. This height was used to see incoming dangers and even to attack down on intruders. These towers are typically round because a corner where two walls meet creates a weak point in the structure. Because square corners are more vulnerable to collapsing, round towers were used to make castles stronger and safer. The U.S. as we know it did not exist in medieval times, so we never built these large castles as a need to survive. This just shows how a worldwide perspective in building science and STEM is necessary. See you next time for another amazing STEM discovery.